Welcome to Beyond the Headlines, where we break down today's local news stories with our very own reporters. I'm Brianna Rittman.
And I'm Cameron Main. Our stories today include a growth in the fight against human trafficking here in Peoria, and then a new initiative that focuses on the health of the Illinois River.
And lastly, we have Jack in the Box Office, where we learn what's going on in theaters this weekend. Our first local story for today. The state of Illinois has gone from an F to an A for support for survivors of human trafficking. Alex Berger joins us now to explain the grade change. So, Alex, why the stark change?
Yeah, so the state of Illinois was initially given a grade of F for their support for human trafficking survivors.
And that's not good.
It's not good. An F is the lowest that you can go on a grading scale. But it's a huge change to go from an F to an A. You know, in school we go from an F to a D to a C, B, A. They went from an F to an A like that. In the last year, there have been a lot of efforts to kind of get that grade up. What you're seeing now is video from when the Center for Prevention of Abuse and the Illinois State Police, they formed a human trafficking task force. So they basically to help crack down on more, on the human trafficking that goes on, but more supporting survivors. So making sure that survivors are heard and supported, housed, and that they are protected.
Wow, so basically the task force was the main reason they went from A to F to A, sorry.
That and also State Bill 2323, which was introduced by a Deerfield Democrat senator, and basically that was pushing forward a more survivor-based task force, I guess I should say, like a more survivor-based I don't know quite the word for it, but making their work more survivor-based instead of just cracking down
on the crime aspect.
Exactly. Yes.
Right,
yes. So
okay.
keeping people protected, making sure there is no repeat of before, and making sure that everyone is protected in that.
So you were around town, you talked to a lot of people about this. What do those people say?
Yeah, absolutely. So I spoke to two people. I spoke to the Center for Prevention of Abuse, the CEO, Carol Myrna. We've spoken to Carol many times. And I also talked to the director of the Illinois State Police, Brendan Kelly. Basically, Carol said that human trafficking is actually, Illinois is the second largest state for human trafficking in the nation.
Wow.
And so this is a very primary spot where we really need that support from law enforcement to intervene, because it's unfortunately a hot spot for it. And we have places like the Center for Prevention of Abuse where survivors can go, be protected, be housed, and not have to worry about, being found or something like that. And so along with that and the task force that was formed, it's really gotten the support for survivors much higher, and it's gotten a lot more people behind bars.
Okay, so that's amazing that we went from an F to an A.
Yeah.
So where do we go from here building off this momentum?
Yeah, so the big thing that when I talked to Brendan Kelly, what he said was that they can't do it alone. It's not just Illinois State Police. It's not just Carol Myrna. It's not just the center. It has to be the community as well. So it's people saying something. So if you are out and about and you see something that does not look correct, something that looks very sketchy, they want you to report it, even if it's something very slight, and it's kind of something where you're like, I don't know. You should report it, and you should make sure that law enforcement is aware of it, and they say
know what that
exactly,
so they can get involved.
Yes, and they say you can hand it over to them. They then take over the investigations and crack down on, what is going on at that place.
All right, thank you so much, Alex, for breaking that.
Glad to be here with you guys. Yes.
Well, let's lighten the mood a little bit. Check this out. Some of your favorite childhood pastimes headed for enshrinement in the National Toy Hall of Fame.
Okay.
The National Museum of Play in Rochester, New York, ushered in the class of 2025 today, featuring Battleship, Trivial Pursuit, and Slime.
Okay, Slime. Battleship is one of the earliest strategic war games created in 1890.
Oh, wow.
Wow, I didn't know it was that old. Trivial Pursuit has challenged players for decades with tough questions and sold more than 100 million copies.
Wow.
And Slime has a reputation for entertaining kids while frustrating parents because the gooey green stuff often makes a mess.
This is true.
When we're talking about, battleships, I thought, when the Greeks built the Trimies or whatever they're called.
Right.
That was when battleships were really made. It was just a little deadlier, a little more dangerous,
A lot more casualties.
But it is a really fun game.
Yeah.
And I think, it's very interesting because I think if I was on a battleship and they're like, yeah, just shoot around just over there.
Oh, you hit me.
And is that how World War II was? Like they just shot out and then they go, you got me.
Oh
But in
my
Morse code.
gosh.
I think there's nothing more embarrassing than when they get it right and you have to look at them and be like, yep.
Yeah,
hit.
it is painful. All right, when we come back on Beyond the Headlines, I'll be taking Alex's seat in the hot seat,
Yes, you
talking
will.
about an initiative created by 15 local mayors to promote river sustainability and growth. Oh yeah, I did.
Welcome back to Beyond the Headlines. Our next local story has Cameron in the hot seat. He switched
yeah.
places. So 15 mayors across the Illinois River united today to improve the river's health. Cameron Main covered the press conference on the riverfront today. And so tell us more about this unity.
Yeah, so obviously not all 15 mayors were at this press conference, but most of them were there. And basically what this whole thing is, this Illinois River Cities and Towns initiative.
Okay.
Is basically what it is. And all these municipalities that the mayors represent, they are all along the Illinois River or benefit from
being
nearby the Illinois River.
Okay.
So for example, places that we would know that were there today were East Peoria, Pekin, Peoria Heights, Chillicothe. They're all in this agreement as well. And then think of Morris, think of Ottawa, some things a bit more upstream, Channahoo, These are places that are obviously affected by the Illinois River, and they basically combined forces today in a memorandum of understanding. They all signed it, and they're like, we recognize the importance of having a healthy Illinois River that also supports the workforce. I think those were two of the biggest things that they were looking for.
And so what do these efforts look like? What could they do now that they're more united?
Well, basically, there's going to be there were a couple of ideas that were thrown around, and when we come and look at the health of the Illinois River, we talk about water pollution, water quality, plastic pollution, and then also silver carp. If you've heard of those, they're crazy right now. And
Okay.
they're a very serious threat to the region, having the silver carp. I don't know all the exact details, but there was a lot of talk a couple of months back when Trump said he was not going, there was a chance he wasn't going to help stop the carp. It's been a whole thing. Someone a lot smarter than me could break it down a lot more, but silver carp is something they're very, very worried about.
Okay, we might need to do a
obviously
deeper
then
dive into that.
there's obviously riverfront expansion and development, like how do you develop it in a healthy way? Because, if you look along the Illinois River, outside of some sections of East Peoria and Peoria itself, very green, very just nature maintained by itself. And I think the biggest question is how do you develop the riverfront to make it, grow jobs, businesses, small businesses, big businesses in the area? How do you, transport more things along the river to, remove traffic from the roads? That means less trucks will have to go on the roads if it goes through the river. So those are some of the big questions they're tackling, and not necessarily easy answers, and that's the main reason why they're united.
Okay, any other issues that they possibly could tackle beyond the river with this unity?
Well, I think the more of the bigger thing is that they're going to be working with other people.
Okay.
And I think there's one of the stations here, the Illinois River Station. It's through University of Illinois Urbana Champagne.
Urbana Champagne.
Yeah, don't want to say that incorrectly. And then through the Prairie Project, I believe.
Okay.
But they also get funding from a bunch of state and federal environmental agencies. And they're a big proponent of this because they'll be like, we're going to give you the data, we're going to give you the science, we're going to show you what this all means, and then you can make your responses as the leaders of your towns and cities on it.
All right. Well, thank you, Cameron, for breaking it down about this coalition of mayors.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Well, here's a story that they believe will make you happy.
Okay.
Let's get on to some monkey business. You must really like animals, huh?
Yeah.
Los Angeles Zoo staff, volunteers, and guests are beaming with joy over the birth of a new baby boy orangutan. Bornean orangutan. Bornean orangutan. How can I pronounce orangutan, but I can't get Bornean? The new infant was born to mom Kaleem, 43, and dad Isam, 31, on October 10th. Oh, that's a big age gap. Mom and baby have been bonding behind the scenes and have now made their public debut together. Of all non-human primates, orangutans have the longest interbirth interval. A single infant is born and cared for by its mother for 7 to 8 years before another infant is born.
That is pretty impressive. I mean, I've never given birth to a baby, nor an orangutan. So, you know, this is very impressive.
Very impressive.
And
at 43 years old.
Yeah,
Wow.
43, yeah. I don't know if I'll be like walking on my legs or anything like that, you know. I might be on a cane at that point, you know.
Right.
These long legs, they're not built for long lasting.
Oh no.
At least that's what I think. Maybe, you know, maybe they do last forever, and then I'm a happy bee.
Well, when we come back, we have one more local story for you. We're sitting down with our movie expert, Jack Bozikas, for Jack in the Box Office. We'll be right back.
Perfect.
Welcome back to Beyond the Headlines. We've been playing some musical chairs.
Oh yeah, we have.
It's time to dive into some entertainment news. What's hot and what's not in the movie theaters this weekend? WMBD's Jack Bozikas joins us now for Jack in the Box Office. So what movies have you watched this week?
Yeah, this week I went and saw Begonia, starring Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons, and we talked about this the other day.
Right.
And I was going to go see it, and I was real excited for it, and I can confirm it was incredible.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
It was really, really good. Like, I think I ranked it my 4th favorite movie of the year so far. And so the plot is Jesse Plemons plays a conspiracy theorist who abducts Emma Stone's character, and she plays the CEO of a big pharmaceutical company. And he kidnaps her. Him and his cousin kidnap her because they think she's an alien, and she is here to destroy.
Modern-day Salem witch trials.
Yeah, she's here to destroy the Earth. That's what they think.
Okay.
It's really, really good. I mean, the whole time I was sitting there like,
Where's my hair?
I was flip-flopping. I was like, maybe she is an alien. I was like, maybe she is an alien. But then I was like, no way. There's no way.
Okay.
And I think that's part of the fun of the movie. It's like,
Would you recommend people to watch it?
absolutely.
Yeah.
In
Absolutely.
theaters? Like, is it a
Yes.
great theater experience
Go see it
or
in
like on
theaters.
apps?
And just lately, I mean, I feel like theaters have been seeing less and less people going. So I would say, I mean, Emma Stone shaved her head for this movie. Like,
That's
the least
impressive.
we can do is at least go watch it, and you know.
One thing I do want to ask, you're a movie expert, and you know we've gotten pretty close to the end of the year. And you know what I hear all the time? 2025 was a horrible year for movies.
Wrong.
Wrong?
Wrong.
Explain your case.
I can't. I would love to. I mean, we got Sinners this year. We
Okay.
got. I mean, Begonia is up there. We got F1 this year, which was an incredible movie. And I just think, I mean, this has been a fun year compared to last year. Last year we had some sleepers.
That was Superman as well.
Yeah. This year we had Superman and
I think
Fantastic
Wicked carried
Four.
last year.
Wicked carried last
And
year.
that
but
didn't come out till November.
Exactly, but we got Wicked again this year. We got part 2 coming out in
Part
just a
2,
couple of
baby.
weeks.
Right.
So I would say this year has been the best so far, but I think next year is going to be even better.
We're starting off strong next year, though.
Starting off strong with Michael. We got the trailer for the new Michael Jackson biopic came out today, and Jafar Jackson, his nephew, is playing him. He's playing his uncle Michael Jackson, and that looks incredible. I'm so excited for that. And then, I mean, next year, we got Spider-Man Brand New Day and, Avengers Doomsday and all these other movies. Like, it's going to be a great year for movies
You're
next
looking
year.
forward to 2026.
2026
already.
and 2027 specifically are going to be good years.
Okay, I've got my eye out.
Yeah,
then.
the Batman Part 2 is going to be coming out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's a big deal.
That's a
really big
huge deal.
deal.
I love me some Batman.
Oh, yeah.
So what
yeah.
are you looking forward to for this week, though?
For this week,
What are you watching?
my next film I'm going to see, I think, is going to be Predator Badlands.
Okay.
I just watched all the Predator films not too long ago, and the one that previously came out that was called Prey, it was only on Hulu. It didn't go to theaters. It was exclusively on the Hulu app, and I loved it. I thought it was great. I didn't have Hulu, so I waited for it to come out on DVD, and I got the DVD for it. I watched it, and that was the first Predator movie I had ever seen, and I was like, this is really, really good. So yeah, I mean, that's what I'm looking forward to this week, Predator Badlands.
All right. Well, Jack, thank you for giving us Jack in the box office.
In the back office.
Back in the box office.
Hello.
Yeah.
We're getting back into the Christmas spirit. The 2025 Rockefeller Center Christmas tree is on its way to New York City.
What is that? Ruse?
Cruise.
Cruise. Cut
Oh,
down.
They cut
typed
down
that?
the
They cut down
75-foot
the C out
tall
the
Norway
word.
spruce Thursday in East Greenbush, New York. That's about 150 miles from the Rockefeller Center. Is that right, Brianna?
I guess so. The tree is about 75 years old and weighs about 11 tons. The tree will be decorated with more than 50,000 lights and then crowned with a 9-foot crystal star. The tree lighting show is set for December 3rd, which is our producer Sarah's birthday.
Ruse is crazy. I was,
Sarah, why didn't you write the word cruise?
Yeah, come on, Sarah.
yeah.
Womp.
Womp womp. Yeah, that's a big Christmas tree. That's the kind of Christmas tree my girlfriend wants to put in our apartment.
Yeah.
In the apartment, the
Just
7-foot
filter through
ceiling.
the chimney. It's just kind of
out the window.
Yeah, you need something that big, and then you can actually attract the Grinch to come over. Because
Exactly.
you're so jolly, you're so festive.
Exactly,
With a
exactly.
tree that dedicated.
We should have a big tree somewhere in Peoria.
Yeah, I think we have big trees
we?
everywhere.
No, but I mean like a big Christmas
like
tree.
a Christmas tree.
I
right,
mean
yeah.
like a Christmas tree, so like right in downtown, right by the Lincoln.
Yeah.
Like the mural outside
Well,
of
let me call the mayor and
courthouse.
we'll see if we can get it done.
Yeah, let's call Dr. Reed Ali. Say, hey, we need a Christmas
We
tree.
need a big Christmas tree.
We need a Christmas tree.
This could be the Illinois River Initiative.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can get one so
attraction.
big you could see it, wherever you're
Now,
on the
right.
Illinois River.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's do
Get
it.
your binoculars.
Yeah. I mean, hey, we go all out for the 4th of July with on the
with
river.
drones
We
and
can
the
just
fireworks.
get a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for joining us for today's Beyond the Headlines.
You can find all these stories and more over on our website, ciproud.com. Yeah, you can.